But before Newton, it was actually experimentally demonstrated by Ibn al-Haytham. That the first scientist, if you search Ibn al-Haytham in Google, you will get to know that he is known as the father of optics. He is known as
father of optics.
He wrote a book, Kitab al-Manazir, that is translated as Book of Optics. You can still download the PDF. That was the Islamic golden age. At that time, he was the first Muslim scientist. He experimentally demonstrated reflection of light. Listen, in the absence of any obstacle, light travels in a straight path. You can clearly see the straight line propagation of light. It is known as rectilinear propagation or one-dimensional motion. But when it strikes the surface of any opaque substance, there is a coming back, process of coming back of light. We call that reflection of light. In reflection, you have to remember the angle at which the light is incident on the surface and same angle the light is reflected back. This is reflection of light. Now there is second important process of light, that is known as refraction of light. We use mirrors for that case and lenses for that case. Lenses. There is the bending of light. You can clearly see there is the change or there is a deviation in the path, and this process is known as what? This process is known as
refraction.
You can clearly see there is the deviation. There is the
Deviation.
Whenever there is a change in the medium of light, there is the change in the path of light. That process is known as
refraction.
After that, we have studied glass cylinder. Rectangular glass. Refraction of light occurs at interface. We have marked that interface at that time as PQ. Light is deviated from here. At first interface, light there is a deviation in the path, and second deviation is here, where light comes out from glass to air. This ray is known as
Emergent ray.
This ray is known as
Incident.
and the ray through the glass slab. That ray is known as
Refracted ray.
ये हुआ clear?
Yes, sir.
There is electromagnetic wave means it does not require material medium for its propagation. Now, how light propagates from one point to another point? There are actually two theories regarding it. First is the particle theory of light. That says that light travels in a straight line. Second is the wave theory of light. That says that light follows
like a wave.
sinusoidal path or behaves like a wave. Third is the summation of these two theories. We call that dual theory of light. Sometimes it follows the rectilinear propagation and sometimes the wave nature. Regarding the particle theory of light, we studied the Newton's corpuscular theory. Newton's corpuscular theory states that when light propagates from one point to another, it follows rectilinear propagation. It follows rectilinear propagation, or we can call it a straight line propagation. Straight line propagation of light, that is also known as one-dimensional. Who gave this theory? Newton. Newton's corpuscular theory states that light follows rectilinear propagation, or light travels in a straight line from one point to another. All the credit is given to Isaac Newton for his Newton's corpuscular
theory.
But before Newton, it was actually experimentally demonstrated by Ibn al-Haytham, that the first scientist who experimentally demonstrated that light travels in a straight line by constructing camera obscura. He also demonstrated how vision works. He was the first Muslim scientist. If you search Ibn al-Haytham in Google, you will get to know that he is known as the father of optics. He is known as
Father of optics.
He wrote a book, Kitab al-Manazir, that is translated as Book of Optics. You can still download the PDF of that book.
Yes.
That was the Islamic golden age. At that time, he was the first Muslim scientist. He experimentally demonstrated this rectilinear propagation. Snell's law. Snell's law says that whenever there is a change in medium of the light, there is the bending of
light.
If you all again Google Snell's law, you will get to know actually it is known as Ibn Sahl's law. You will check it on Google. It is actually known as Ibn Sahl's. He was again a Muslim scientist who first demonstrated the laws of refraction.